With just about a half season behind us, the rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. You feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid are manning the post positions. Harden out there with D'Anthony Melton. And it's Thybulle in at the small forward. Melton's shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Payton. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Lillard from outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. Going into the first game of the season, he said, we have to attack them inside and in transition. See how that works out. If they don't adjust, we're going to keep pressing it. Well, Kevin, that seems like a good idea considering his explosive team that he has. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
Josh Hart won't always have his shot falling, but the hustle is there. And a great energy guy with major impact on the floor.
Now, here's Grant. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. 5 on the clock. For the 3. It's not going to go for him. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Harris kicks to Harden. Now, here's Thybulle. Covered by Lillard. Good work there as it goes. And for Josh Hart, he's a fan favorite because of his hustle.
And that can go a long way in the NBA. Hart looks like a typical 3-and-D player, but he also has that intangible of igniting the team.
Here's Hart. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Back to Grant. Puts one up, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Passes to Melton. Thybulle on the wing. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Harris misses. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Grant gets a wide open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
Well, I tell you, I like the fact that Grant is selective in the shots that he takes. He's looking for quality. If he senses the defense is playing off him, as the pass is coming to him, he's prepared. He's getting shot ready as the pass is in the air.
And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
That's good from Harris. Well, certainly, Clark, the 76ers the past few seasons have given their fans plenty to feel good about.
Yeah, and you know, those Philly fans are really hard to please. They have great expectations and knowledge to go along with it. But you're right. I mean, it's been much easier to look on the bright side in Philly recently. The talent and results have been trending up in recent years.
And Harris drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
The pass to Little. Now, here's Grant.
2 minutes.
Ball stolen.
In the first. 2 minutes.
Harris against Simon. Harris's shot is good.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Harris passes to B. Shoots from 12. Shot clock at 6. Here's Korkmaz. The rebound by Watford.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Passed a little. Now here's Simons. He's covered closely. Pass to Sharp. Lets it go from deep. Portland with a new 14.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
He with the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
It's stolen by Harris. He passes to Harris.
You know, looking to score often from there. Harris is excellent at drawing the defense's attention and fouls.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simons, the big name from that crew.
First free throw is good.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
Winslow's checked in for Portland. He's perfect from the line this time. .41 seconds left in the first quarter. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. 6-point game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
He with the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And here is Simon. Sweet little floater.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
14. Badger Trailblazers Youth Dance Team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Harden. He's out there with DeAnthony Melton. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Bassey in at the 4. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
You know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just tried to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. And it's the 76ers with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. It's taken away by Payton. It's Hart on the wing. Back to Payton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-around.
Substitution on
Ends up going with the new group. So for the Trailblazers. Their last game, a loss to the Nuggets. Passes it to Little. Here's Sharp. Rebound by the 76ers.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Here's Sharp. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket.
Nice vision from the youngster Sharp that time.
Philadelphia leading by 6. The pass to P. And here is Harrell. To the middle. Here's P. And that one is stuffed right through.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's P. Korkmaz kicks it to Tucker. Pass to P. And the layup's good off the glass. P's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Sharp, the pass to Watford. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Back to Korkmaz. To the paint. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Assisted by.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from P in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Their forwards, it's Hart and Grant. Gary Payton II is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Eubanks in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Out to Harris. Melton feeling it out a bit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's tipped. Harden against Lillard. Embiid with the steal. Thibault with the ball. To the inside, Harris. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And that's 10 points for Tobias Harris.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Trailblazers trail by 14.
An NBA All-Defense for 2 years running. Matisse Thybulle has been a game-changing defender from the minute he set foot in the NBA. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And Greg, we know at Washington, Thybulle was the College Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 3.5 steals and over 2 blocks a game.
And per minute, not far off that pace in the pros. His opponent field goal percentage last season good for second best in the league.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Joel Embiid. And Lillard kicks to Grant. That one goes in. Grant's got 6 points.
And Grant really embraces contact, relishes it, as a matter of fact. He has no fear going to the rim or going into a shot.
Now, here's Thybulle. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 18.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Hart. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Eubanks. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Embiid.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
Substitution
for Portland.
76ers.
Watford's checked in, and it's Nasir Little in for Grant. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. P.J. Tucker comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's P in for DeAnthony Melton. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, P in the last game against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He grabbed 24 points, and there was no answer for him all game long. It looked like he got whatever shot he wanted out there. And he made it look so easy out there. Everything seemingly came to him effortlessly. Let's see if he has a similar outcome tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Little kicks to Hart. Here's Watford. And the rejection by Harrell.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal
It's going to be on James Harden.
Second team
And known for being a clutch performer, Dame has his sights set on titles. A true leader with a winning mindset.
And the first one drops. And the 76ers making a change here. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Tucker the pass to Milton. Out to the right wing. Here's Korkmaz. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And so it's Philadelphia
That's the end of
ahead by
three.
26
And your
points as
score.
we get ready for the break.
Trailblazers.
Their defense has been terrific in this game.
The
Don't go
76ers.
anywhere. We'll be right back.
56.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Be out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Niang in at the power forward.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Peyton passes to Sharp. Here's Watford. Plays it up and banks it in.
Oh, good pass right there from Sharp. These types of plays really help team chemistry.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Justice Winslow.
Fantastic ball
Second
movement. They're
personal
picking
foul.
them apart with their passing.
At the
Purposeful
line
passing
for
it
the
is, partner.
76ers,
Their last 10 points
Jordan
have all come
Niang.
off assists.
Shooting 1.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Now here's Peyton. Pass to Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. He kicks it to Winslow. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The offensive rebound. And that one drops for
Charles
him.
Bassey.
Bassey's got his first points of the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Watford. Kicks it to Peyton. Over Milton. Tries again. And Little with the lay-in. Good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
P passes to Korkmaz. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Now here's Peyton. Pass to Sharp. This one for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Bassey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low. P with the bucket. P's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Now, here's Sharp. Here's Little, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Personal foul.
Yeah, the defender all
First
over.
team foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was
At
so
the
far
line
off.
for Portland. Nasir Little. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So for the Trailblazers, Kaycox checked in, and it's Johnson in for Gary Payton. And the 76ers also making a change. Reed's checked in. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long.